Are you planning to upgrade your camera in 2026? Then hold that thought, because what's coming next might just blow your expectations away. In today's video, we're diving deep into the top 10 digital cameras expected to be upgraded in 2026. These are not random guesses. We've carefully selected them based on historical release patterns, rumored development timelines, and the strategic direction of each camera brand. If you're serious about photography or video creation, this video will help you plan your next move smartly. And before we begin, if you're enjoying this kind of detailed camera insight, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It helps our faceless camera community grow in compact cinema production, blending pro-grade features with handheld freedom. With leaks pointing to faster processors, improved dynamic range, and updated color science, this camera might just set a new benchmark in hybrid filmmaking. Whether you're a solo shooter, a documentary filmmaker, or someone leveling up from a mirrorless setup, what comes next could completely redefine how you capture your stories. And if you're serious about staying ahead in the filmmaking game, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because what we're about to unpack could give you the creative edge you've been waiting for. At the heart of the FX3 Mark II, we expect to see either a newly optimized 12MP full-frame sensor or a slightly higher resolution stacked sensor, possibly borrowed from the A7 III successor. The most likely upgrade, however, is the inclusion of Sony's dual Bions XR processor system, which is known for dramatically improving readout speeds, color reproduction, and overall processing efficiency. If true, this would mean much faster autofocus calculations, better heat management, and smoother handling of high frame rate video, especially in long shoots. One of the biggest rumors around the FX3 Mark II is a boost in dynamic range, possibly crossing the 15+ stop mark. Combined with improved log3 and enhanced cinetone profiles, the new color science is expected to deliver cleaner shadows, softer roll-offs, and more accurate skin tones. In practical terms, this means you'll be able to shoot in extreme lighting environments and still pull out rich detail in post-production. For filmmakers working in weddings, documentaries, or narrative short films, that kind of post-flexibility is game-changing. Sony users loved the 4K 120 frames per second option on the original FX3, but it wasn't perfect. Overheating issues and slight limitations on internal bit rates left some professionals wanting more. The Mark II is expected to improve on that. With upgraded internal architecture and a better cooling system, there's strong reason to believe the FX3 Mark II will allow uninterrupted recording of 4K at 120 frames per second with full sensor readout. No crop, no compromise. For slow-motion shooters and action filmmakers, this is a massive step forward. Sony's latest camera releases, especially the A7RV, have introduced AI-driven autofocus systems that can detect subjects more intelligently than ever. This includes real-time tracking of eyes, animals, vehicles, and even specific body poses. The FX3 Mark II is expected to integrate this next-gen autofocus system, making it even more powerful for solo shooters who rely on precise focus while operating handheld or on gimbals. This is especially valuable in run-and-gun documentary filmmaking, where moments can't be repeated and autofocus accuracy is critical. Although the FX3 was already designed for handheld operation, there's strong speculation that Sony will refine the button layout and improve the LCD screen in the Mark II. A brighter, fully articulating screen with better touch controls would make operating the camera more intuitive in bright outdoor conditions or tight spaces. Additionally, Sony may offer a slightly larger grip or new menu interface, borrowed from the FX6 or A7 IV series, to improve usability. Professionals who demand the best recording pipelines are hoping for at least two things in the FX3 Mark II: a full-size HDMI port and dual CF Express Type A card slots. These features would support faster data rates for raw output and high bitrate internal recording. For those working on set, connecting to external monitors or recorders via full-size HDMI is far more reliable and efficient than micro HDMI ports found on older models. Interestingly, the rumors don't point toward 8K, and that might be intentional. Sony seems to understand that the FX3's target market is more focused on low-light performance, cinematic texture, and reliability rather than pushing resolution for marketing. This choice will likely please filmmakers who value dynamic range and color depth over 8K bragging rights. Every brand has a moment where it must prove who it truly is. For Nikon, that moment might just be now. After years of refining their mirrorless strategy and answering the full-frame competition with bold responses like the Z9, Nikon faces a new challenge. Not just to build a great camera, but to restore confidence in its prosumer full-frame lineup. Enter the rumored Nikon Z73, a camera not officially confirmed but highly anticipated. The missing link between the compact brilliance of the Z6 series and the flagship dominance of the Z9. But what will it bring? Is it just about more megapixels and faster processors? Or is Nikon secretly planning something disruptive? In this video, we decode the real purpose behind the Z73, from possible specs and design changes to why this camera might become the quiet hero Nikon has been needing. So if you're passionate about cameras and want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow creators, because what's coming next might just change everything. One of the most significant expectations surrounding the Z73 is the arrival of a new sensor. While its predecessor uses 61MP BSI CMOS sensor, similar to the D850, the Z73 could introduce either an upgraded BSI CMOS with faster readout or potentially even a stacked sensor, a move that would drastically reduce rolling shutter and elevate continuous shooting. A stacked sensor would mean minimal blackout during bursts, smoother live view, and more headroom for AI-driven autofocus. This isn't just a spec bump. It would redefine how the camera handles motion, sports, and wildlife photography, making the Z73 competitive even in fast-action scenarios previously dominated by the Z8 or Z9. The Z9 introduced us to Nikon's most powerful imaging engine yet, the X7. With double the processing speed of X6, it allowed for 8K video, blackout-free EVF, and lightning-fast tracking. If Nikon brings this processor into the Z73, which is highly likely, the performance leap would be massive. That would mean enhanced buffer clearing, faster autofocus decisions, and smarter subject tracking, even with high-resolution stills. The Z73 would no longer feel like a resolution-first camera. It would become a hybrid powerhouse, capable of handling both precision and speed. One of the most common critiques of the Z7 II was its autofocus system, functional but not class-leading. The Z7 III is expected to inherit the AI-powered subject recognition from the Z9 and Z8, bringing robust real-time tracking for eyes, animals, birds, and even vehicles. This change could be game-changing for professional portrait photographers, wedding shooters, and wildlife creators who demand reliability in split-second moments. It brings Nikon's autofocus from good enough to industry standard, closing the gap with Sony's real-time tracking and Canon's dual-pixel 2. While the Z7 II offered 4K video with some oversampling, it wasn't built for serious filmmakers. The Z7 III is expected to take a leap in this department. Internal 10-bit 4:2:2 recording, in RAW and ProRes RAW output, and 6K or even 8K capture could finally be on the table. This would mark a turning point. It would no longer be just a photographer's tool. It would be a legitimate hybrid for filmmakers, content creators, and documentary shooters. Whether you're recording weddings, interviews, or travel vlogs, the Z7 III could finally offer Nikon users what they've long admired in the Canon R5 or Sony A7RV. Nikon Z series is known for excellent handling, but with higher resolutions and faster frame rates, the electronic viewfinder, EVF, needs an upgrade. A new 5.76 or even 9.44 that EVF could be included, with a refresh rate of 120 Hz for smoother previews and real-time clarity. This would make composing in harsh sunlight easier and critical focusing more precise, especially for landscape shooters working in unpredictable lighting. Nikon might also tweak the grip and button layout to reflect feedback from the Z9 and Z8. Reliability in professional environments demands fast media. The Z73 is likely to offer dual card slots, one CF Type B and one SD UHS-2, or possibly dual CF for maximum performance. This setup allows flexibility, blazing fast read/write speeds for burst shooting and high bitrate video, and affordable storage for standard work. Wedding photographers, in particular, rely on redundancy. Dual slots are no longer optional, and Nikon knows this. The Z7 II struggled with overheating in some high-performance scenarios. With a more powerful processor and 10-bit video, Nikon will likely improve heat dissipation, possibly including passive cooling elements. Expect it to use the familiar EL15C battery, but paired with USB-C PD, fast charging, and continuous power delivery for extended video shoots or live streams. For YouTubers and content creators, this means more flexibility with less fear of overheating or power drops mid-recording. The Canon R8 shook up the full-frame mirrorless game in 2023, but what if Canon took it even further? Today we're diving deep into what a Canon EOS R8 Mark II could bring to the table that would make every photographer's. Before we jump in, let me be clear, Canon hasn't officially announced an R8 Mark II, but based on Canon's track record, current market trends, and what photographers are actually asking for, we can paint a pretty compelling picture of what this camera should be. And trust me, some of these features will blow your mind. Let's talk about the heart of any camera, the sensor and processor. The original R8 borrowed heavily from the R6 Mark II, which was smart but conservative. Canon played it safe, and while that strategy worked for market entry, it's time to push boundaries. For the R8 Mark II, I'm expecting Canon to push the megapixel count to around 30 to 32 MP. Why? Because photographers want more resolution for cropping flexibility, especially in photography. Think about it. When you're shooting from 100 meters away, every extra pixel matters for that final crop. But here's the key challenge. They need to do this without sacrificing low-light performance. The secret sauce would be a new Digic X processor variant, possibly even moving toward Digic 11 technology. This isn't just about raw speed, though faster processing would eliminate buffer limitations that currently plague burst shooting. It's about AI-powered features that seem almost magical. Current autofocus tracking is good, but imagine if it could track multiple subjects simultaneously, like a photographer following both bride and groom in separate parts of the frame. Picture autofocus that doesn't just detect eyes, but can predict where a basketball player will move based on their body position. This kind of predictive AF will be a game changer. Battery life is where Canon really needs to step up their game. The LP-E17 battery in the original R8 was clearly a cost-cutting measure, but it hurt real-world usability. Imagine being on a day-long photo walk and having to carry 3 or 4 batteries just to feel confident. An R8 Mark II needs either the larger LP-E6NH battery system or some serious power optimization magic that could double current battery life. Video is where the original R8 showed both incredible promise and frustrating limitations. The 4K recording capability was there, but came with significant crop factors and overheating issues that made long-form content creation a nightmare. Let me paint you a picture. You're filming, everything's going perfectly, and suddenly your camera shuts down from overheating right during the vows. That's not just inconvenient, it's career-damaging. An R8 Mark II needs uncropped 4K at 60 frames per second as a baseline, not just 30 frames per second. Content creators in 2025 are demanding higher frame rates for slow motion flexibility and smoother motion. But here's what would really set it apart from the competition. Internal recording at higher bit rates without needing expensive external recorders. The current R8 maxes out at around 120 megabits per second for 4K recording, which is decent but not professional grade. An R8 Mark II should offer at least 200 megabits per second internal recording, maybe even 400 megabits per second for those who need broadcast quality footage. This would put it in direct competition with cameras costing twice as much. Canon Log 3 support should be standard, not an afterthought or paid upgrade. Color grading is crucial for professional video work, and Canon's color science is already legendary in Hollywood. They just need to make it more accessible to everyday creators. Imagine having the same color flexibility as cinema cameras in a body that costs under $2,000. Here's another game changer: full HDMI output without recording limits. Current cameras often cripple external recording capabilities to protect their higher-end models. And our 8 Mark II that offered unlimited clean HDMI output would be a content creator's dream. The overheating issue absolutely needs to be solved once and for all. Whether it's better heat dissipation through improved body design, more efficient processing that generates less heat, or active cooling solutions, no one wants a camera that becomes unreliable when you need it most. Some cameras are now offering 8K recording for hours without overheating, so there's no excuse for a 4K camera to struggle. And our 8 Mark II absolutely needs dual card slots, preferably one SD and one CF Express Type B for speed and backup flexibility. This isn't just about redundancy, it's about workflow efficiency. Imagine being able to record RAW files to the fast CF Express card while simultaneously writing JPGs to SD for immediate sharing or backup. Big things are coming in 2026, and the Panasonic Lumix LX103 might just redefine what a compact camera can do. Rumored to include a 25.2 MP micro 4/3 sensor, phase detect autofocus, 4K 60p video, and a fully articulating screen. This could be the ultimate pocket-sized hybrid shooter. In this video, we'll cover everything we know so far, so you can decide if the LX103 is worth the wait. Starting with the sensor, the LX103 is expected to jump to a new 25.2 MP micro 4/3 chip, a big upgrade from the LX102's 17 MP. This means more detail, better low-light performance, and enhanced dynamic range for travel and documentary work. Autofocus is also getting a boost. Phase detection AF could make its debut in the LX100 line, enabling faster, more accurate subject tracking, great for street shooters, pet lovers, and hybrid content creators. On the video front, the LX103 may shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, giving creators buttery smooth footage in a compact form. Combine that with Panasonic's proven color science, and you've got a serious tool for vloggers and mobile filmmakers. Another major upgrade is the screen. A fully articulating LCD is expected, giving vloggers and low-angle shooters much-needed flexibility, something the previous model lacked. The EVF might get an upgrade too, with a sharper OLED display for better outdoor visibility and precise manual focus. Connectivity could improve with faster Wi-Fi, better Bluetooth, and updated app support for remote shooting, perfect for solo creators. Battery life is also rumored to improve, with either a larger battery or more efficient power usage, ideal for all-day shooting. Design-wise, expect the same retro look with minor tweaks like a deeper grip and improved weather sealing, making it even more appealing for photographers on the move. Thinking of upgrading your camera? You might want to wait, because the Leica Q4 could be Leica's most powerful compact camera yet. With rumors of a new high-res sensor, faster autofocus, 8K video, and hybrid capabilities, it may redefine what's possible in a fixed-lens, full-frame camera. In this video, we'll break down the leaks, insider hints, and what it all could mean for photographers and filmmakers alike. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this camera might just change your upgrade plans. One of the most exciting rumors is a new BSI CMOS full-frame sensor, potentially 64 MP or higher, up from the Q2's 47.3 MP. This leap could boost dynamic range, low-light performance, and cropping flexibility, all while preserving Leica's legendary color science. For video shooters, the Q4 could be Leica's first compact camera to support 8K at 30 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second. Paired with the sharp 28mm f/1.7 Lumix lens, this could be perfect for travel filmmaking, documentaries, or high-end vlogging, all in a minimal, handheld package. Autofocus is also getting a rumored upgrade. The Q4 may introduce AI-powered subject tracking with real-time eye, animal, and even vehicle detection, borrowing tech from Leica's L-mount alliance. IBIS could also improve to 6.5 stops, making handheld shooting smoother than ever. Battery life might see a 20% boost thanks to a new design, with USB-C fast charging for added convenience. With dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth LE, and an improved Leica Photos app, the Q4 could be a true smart companion for digital creators. Waiting for the next compact street photography king? Rumors suggest Ricoh's GR4 could be just that. But is it real or just hopeful buzz from GR fans? In this video, we'll break down the latest leaks, expectations, and what the GR4 might offer. Before you upgrade, watch till the end. This could change your wish list. And if you love staying ahead in the world of photography, like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates. Insider chatter suggests the GR4 may feature a new 26, 28 MP APS-C BSI sensor, possibly similar to Fujifilm's recent models. This would boost low-light performance and dynamic range, all while keeping the GR's compact form intact. Autofocus is a key area for improvement. The GR3's contrast detect AF was decent but limited. A hybrid phase detect system in the GR4 could bring reliable face and eye tracking, perfect for fast, candid street photography. Though GR cameras aren't video-focused, many hope the GR4 adds basic 4K video. Even a modest upgrade in resolution and frame rates could make it more appealing to hybrid shooters and content creators. The GR3 featured 3-axis IBIS, but the GR4 could bring improved stabilization. A refined system would enhance low-light handheld shooting while maintaining the camera's compact, lightweight design. The GR series is loved for its discreet, minimalist design, and the GR4 is expected to stay true to that. Subtle upgrades like better weather sealing or a refined grip may appear. A tilting LCD is rumored too, great for low angles, though it may challenge the GR's signature sleekness. The rumored Hasselblad X2D II could redefine medium format photography. In this video, we'll explore its most anticipated features and why it might be a true game changer. If you love cutting-edge camera tech, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Let's dive into the world of precision, color science, and iconic Scandinavian design. The X2D II is expected to retain its predecessor's 100MP BSI CMOS sensor, offering 16-bit color and around 15 stops of dynamic range. Paired with Hasselblad's HNCS tech, it delivers exceptionally natural, painterly colors, renowned for their rich detail and lifelike tones without oversaturation. The X2D II is rumored to feature an AI-driven autofocus system, improving subject tracking, face detection, and responsiveness. While the X2D100C has 294 AF zones, the new system may offer better accuracy and coverage, ideal for portrait, fashion, and event photographers needing fast, precise focus. Hasselblad has lag in video, but the X2D II may change that with rumored 4K 30 frames per second recording, 10-bit color, and H.265 compression. If true, it marks Hasselblad's first serious step into pro video, offering medium format aesthetics for cinematographers and hybrid shooters. The X2D II is expected to retain 5-axis in-body stabilization, offering up to 7 stops of compensation. This makes handheld shooting with a 100MP sensor more practical, especially for natural light and on-location photographers needing stability without a tripod. The X2D II will likely keep Hasselblad's iconic Scandinavian design, with subtle refinements like a larger, more ergonomic grip. It's expected to maintain a durable machined aluminum body, blending elegance with professional-grade build quality. The X2D II is rumored to feature a 2 TB internal SSD, doubling its predecessor's capacity, allowing for extensive RAW shooting and 4K video capture. Connectivity may also see upgrades, including faster USB-C transfers and improved wireless support for tethering and remote control. Thinking of upgrading your camera? You might want to wait. Rumors hint that Sigma is working on an FPL Mark II, despite the original series being discontinued. Known for their compact, modular full-frame design, the FP cameras offered something unique. Could it come back beyond the way? In this video, we explore what it could mean for filmmakers and hybrid shooters. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned. You may just rethink your next camera choice. If Sigma revives the FP line with a Mark II, a key upgrade could be a new BSI full-frame sensor. While the FPL's 61MP sensor offered high resolution, it struggled in low light. A BSI design would improve high ISO performance and dynamic range, making it far more capable for both stills and challenging video shoots. The original FPL's autofocus was basic and fell short of modern standards. A Mark II could change that with AI-powered autofocus, offering eye tracking, subject detection, and predictive focus, ideal for creators needing reliable performance during interviews, motion, or vlogging. While the FPL impressed with 12-bit Cinema DNG output, modern creators now expect strong internal recording. For the Mark II to stay competitive, it needs internal 10-bit options like ProRes or All-Eye, streamlining workflows for travel, vlogging, and documentary shoots without relying on external gear. A major drawback of the original FP series was the lack of in-body image stabilization. Without IBIS, handheld shooting, especially with vintage or manual lenses, was challenging. Adding IBIS to the FPL Mark II would greatly improve mobility, making it ideal for hybrid creators and solo filmmakers. The original FPL lacked a built-in EVF, and the optional modular version felt clunky. A built-in high-res EVF, or a much-improved modular one, would solve this, offering better usability in bright light and a more traditional shooting feel, all while keeping Sigma's minimalist design intact. Heat management was a challenge for the fanless FP series, with overheating during long shoots. For the FPL Mark II to handle 4K or 8K reliably, Sigma will need improved cooling, possibly through a redesigned body, smarter thermal control, or advanced passive cooling to ensure stable performance. The FPL's single SD card slot limited recording speed and backup options. A Mark II could fix this with dual card slots or CF Express Type A support, offering faster write speeds, redundancy, and a more professional workflow for demanding shoots. Battery life was a known weakness in the original models, often requiring multiple spares. A more efficient processor, improved power management, and possibly a new battery design could make the FPL Mark II far more reliable for long shoots, especially for outdoor and run-and-gun creators. Big news could be on the horizon. Zeiss is rumored to be making a bold comeback with the ZX2. Known for their legendary optics, Zeiss might be ready to shake up the compact full-frame market with a rumored 50MP sensor and cinematic video features. If true, the ZX2 could be one of 2026's most exciting releases. But how real are these leaks? Stay tuned as we break it all down, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead of the curve. The Zeiss ZX2 is rumored to feature a 50MP full-frame sensor, a big step up from the ZX1's 37MP. That puts it in league with pro cameras like the Sony A7 RV, offering exceptional detail, dynamic range, and cropping flexibility. Combined with Zeiss's renowned lenses, this could deliver near medium format quality, perfect for landscape, studio, and commercial work. A major highlight of the rumored Zeiss ZX2 is its upgraded autofocus system. It's expected to feature a hybrid AF with phase and contrast detection, real-time eye AF for humans and animals, and fast subject tracking, far beyond what the ZX1 offered. If true, this could make it a serious contender for portrait, wildlife, and street photographers, especially when paired with Zeiss's renowned lens sharpness. Rumors suggest the Zeiss ZX2 may offer 8K video at 30 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second, signaling a serious move into filmmaking. With Zeiss's cinema lens legacy, this could be a game-changer for creators needing high-resolution, smooth slow motion, and pro-level performance in a compact form, assuming heat control and codecs are up to par. The Zeiss ZX-2 is rumored to feature a next-gen image processor for faster rendering, high-speed bursts, and a smoother UI. Zeiss may ditch the slow Android OS of the ZX-1 in favor of a custom or third-party system focused on speed and stability, addressing one of the ZX-1's biggest drawbacks and aiming for a more responsive, pro-level user experience. The ZX-2 is rumored to feature a 4.0-inch high-res, ultra-bright touchscreen with improved sunlight visibility and multi-touch support. Staying true to Zeiss's smartphone-inspired design, the interface may be simplified and optimized for creativity, without the clutter of unnecessary software. The ZX-2 is expected to replace the ZX-1's fixed SSD with dual card slots, likely CF Express Type A and UHS-2 SD, for more flexibility and pro-level workflow. Connectivity may include Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and USB-C 3.2 Gen 2, enabling fast wireless transfers, tethering, and external recording. With upgraded specs, battery life will be key. Zeiss may use a new cell or adopt the popular Sony FX3 for better endurance. Improved thermal management and efficiency could ensure strong performance. Design-wise, expect a refined version of the ZX-1 with a more textured grip, better controls, and possibly a detachable EVF for added versatility. The Zeiss ZX-2 is rumored to be priced between $4,000 and $5,000, putting it in competition with the Leica Q4 and top Sony full-frame models. While no date is confirmed, product registrations hint at a possible Q4 2025 launch, potentially at a major expo or through an online reveal. The wait is almost over. Fujifilm is preparing to unveil what could be its most refined APS-C mirrorless camera to date, the highly anticipated Fujifilm X-T6. In this video, we'll explore everything we know so far about this upcoming beast, from its rumored specs and design changes to the real-world problems it's expected to solve for photographers and filmmakers alike. You'll discover how Fujifilm is planning to upgrade the beloved X-T5, the possible introduction of next-gen autofocus, the video recording capabilities that might rival full-frame competitors, and how Fujifilm's new AI-driven sensor and processor could make this the smartest camera in the X series lineup. We'll also dive into real-life examples, use cases, and what this release means for the future of crop sensor cameras in 2025 and beyond. Whether you're a Fujifilm loyalist, a hybrid creator, or someone looking for the perfect everyday carry powerhouse, this episode is for you. Stick around, because what you're about to learn might just influence your next big gear decision. At the heart of the Fujifilm X-T6 could be a new generation 28MP APS-C X-Trans sensor, possibly dubbed the X-Trans V+, paired with a 5th or even 6th generation X processor. This combo is expected to significantly improve dynamic range, low-light performance, and overall color rendering, staying true to Fujifilm's legendary film simulations. If the processor leap mirrors what we saw in the X, H2S, and X, T5, we might also see reduced rolling shutter, faster readout speeds, and enhanced buffer depths, especially for continuous shooting. This means better shadow recovery for landscape photographers and cleaner high ISO performance for wedding shooters and event storytellers. One of the most exciting upgrades expected in the Fujifilm X-T6 is an AI-enhanced autofocus system, possibly drawing from the deep learning tech scene in the X-H2S. We're talking subject detection for birds, animals, vehicles, and humans, with improved eye tracking even in motion-heavy scenes. Unlike the contrast-heavy AF of older Fujifilm bodies, this new phase detection system should offer faster lock-on, better accuracy in low light, and adaptive learning that improves over time. For sports shooters, wedding photographers, and YouTubers filming themselves, this means fewer missed moments and more reliable tracking, even in unpredictable lighting or chaotic motion. The X-T5's IBIS was solid, but the X-T6 could push stabilization even further. Fujifilm is rumored to introduce a new 7.5-stop in-body stabilization unit, potentially making this the most stable APS-C camera Fujifilm has ever released. This is a game-changer for handheld video, low-light photography, and long-exposure street shots without a tripod. Combine this with lens-based OIS from XF lenses, and you're looking at gimbal-like results straight from the hand. This alone could convert a lot of hybrid shooters who want to ditch the cage and rig setup. Visual feedback is everything, and the X-T6 is expected to upgrade both the electronic viewfinder and the rear LCD. Early reports suggest a 3.69 EVF with 0.8x magnification, offering a clearer, more immersive view that's crucial for composing in bright daylight. Meanwhile, the rear screen may see a shift to a fully articulating 3-inch LCD, a move aimed at hybrid shooters, vloggers, and content creators. Touch responsiveness is also expected to improve, making menu navigation and AF point selection feel more modern and fluid. Here's where things really heat up. The Fujifilm X-T6 is rumored to offer 6.2K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 60 frames per second, and even high-speed Full HD at 240 frames per second, all with 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording. You can expect F-Log2, external ProRes RAW support via HDMI, and less overheating thanks to a more efficient processor and redesigned heat dissipation system. Whether you're filming YouTube content, short films, or client work, this camera might become the sweet spot between quality, flexibility, and portability. And thanks to Fujifilm's gorgeous color science and film simulations, grading becomes optional, not essential. Battery life has always been a bit of a concern for Fujifilm users, but the X-T6 might be the first in the lineup to extend shooting life by 20 to 25% through processor optimization and standby efficiency. It's expected to retain the INPI W235 battery, which is compatible with many recent X-series models. On the connectivity front, expect dual UHS 2 SD card slots, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, and potentially even USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 with faster charging and direct-to-SSD recording support. Whether you're backing up on the go or live streaming, this camera is built for speed and flexibility. 2026 is shaping up to be a monumental year for digital cameras. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these upcoming upgrades are worth watching. They show how fiercely competitive and innovative the camera industry remains, driven by creators like you demanding more power, portability, and precision. So which of these cameras are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow camera geeks. More gear breakdowns, deep dive reviews, and camera insights are coming your way. Don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.